Hello, this is VideoGameStupid. Now, normally at the end of the convention year, I would, rank each of the conventions I've been to throughout the year and, talk about what was good about them, what was bad about them, that kind of stuff. But I've been to 9 conventions. 9 conventions this whole entire 2013 year. That is more conventions than most people have been to in their whole entire life. Okay, for some people anyway. For some people who only go to like one convention per year. But yeah, there's way too many conventions to go through, and it's just way too much, so I'm not going to do that kind of video this time. Instead, I'm going to do a video talking about what I've learned, life lessons and all that kind of stuff that I've learned from going to conventions for the past 3 years now. Yeah, I've been going since 2011. This is actually from 2011. I haven't worn this since 2011, PAX East. That was the last time I wore this. This is like a blast from the fucking past right here. This ensemble, this weird thriller shirt, fake thriller shirt thing. That's not really a thriller jacket. Well, I still wear the hat occasionally with my K-Dash cosplay, but otherwise I don't really wear it that much. And the mask is all dusty and it's hard to breathe, and I probably shouldn't be wearing it out right now because it's like probably gonna get me carbon monoxide, but I'm doing it anyway, so whatever. But anyway, yeah. Without further ado, actually, let me explain what I'm gonna talk about. I already explained what I was gonna talk about. Actually, I just said that. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about lessons learned, stuff, experiences from conventions, that kind of stuff. Because people do so many videos about cosplay, like con survival. There's like about 1,000 of those. They talk about, oh no, if you go to a convention, don't smell, put deodorant, no one likes PO. Oh, blah 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 blah. There's like 1,000 of those. I'm not gonna do that kind of. I don't want to do that kind of video. There's like too many of those. I'm just gonna talk about, individual experiences that I've dealt with at conventions and just talk about that in this video. So without further ado, let it begin right now! Never go to a convention just for one person. Okay, let me explain here. I've been going to conventions since 2011. That's not a long time for some people, but for me, that's a long time. I was like 21 or something when I started going. I was pretty old, I guess, when I started, because most people go into like 15, 14, but I didn't know about them. I mean, I kind of knew about them, but I didn't know where they were, and I had like no money to go to them and all that jazz. But then, you know what? I saw a video. The person who uploaded it was a man by the name of Swoozy06. His name is now Swoozy because he changed it because YouTube allows that now. Whatever. But yeah, Swoozy06, I saw one of his videos. Well, I saw his PAX East video, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is awesome. I want to go to this now. I want to be able to meet this person because I've been watching his videos for a long time. The first time on WCG's Ultimate Gamer years ago, and then I found a YouTube channel. I subscribed to him, and I started watching his videos, and then I found out about PAX East through him, and then I was like, I can meet this guy and actually be able to play against him in Street Fighter 4. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. Like, just be able to meet the people that inspire you. Here's the reason why I started blogging in the first place as well. That's the reason why I started doing Let's for Life videos, because of him. And I really wanted to meet him and just talk to him and stuff, that kind of stuff. And I actually got to meet him. I went to PAX East 2011, met him, recorded. I think I recorded him a little bit. I took his picture at the face my Street Fighter 4. I beat him twice, I think. Yeah, I beat him twice. And PAX Prime same year, I got to see him again. Did some more matches, and I think he beat me once, and I beat him again. That was awesome. And then also participated in his rock paper scissors tournament thing. I almost won. I got the finals, but then I lost. But it was okay. It was like a little girl's shirt anyway. I didn't want that. And then PAX East the very next year, 2012, he was there, but he wasn't even playing Street Fighter 4. He was just kind of there. I'm like, okay, cool. I got to see him again and stuff. And then very next year, PAX East 2013, this year, he wasn't even there. He was not even there. He was replaced by some other guy who sounded exactly like him. I thought it was him, and I went over and I saw like some other dude. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy? He's not Swoozy. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this? Why is he not here? But you know what? You can't just go to a convention just for that one person. Whether it be a celebrity, your best friend, that person from the internet if you really wanted to meet so badly, because suppose they stop going. Where is your purpose then? What is your purpose for going to conventions? if your only reason to go there is now gone. Over the years, thankfully over the years, I've gained new reasons to go to conventions. You know, it's not just to meet that person, it's to be able to meet other people, like amazing, beautiful cosplayers. I started doing photo shoots, I got to actually, like, you know, interact with cosplayers a little bit more, you know, play video games with other people, like, I played Dead or Alive 5 or Soul Calibur with friends and stuff there. Just go there to mingle, hang out with people, do random shit, walk around town, do whatever, have fun in cosplay. You know, go to masquerades, see stuff, see things you would not normally see at home. That's my reason for going to conventions. I mean, even though Swoozy is no longer, I don't think he goes to conventions anymore. He no longer goes. I think he's way too big for conventions. He's too big and famous. He has like over 2 million subscribers now or something. He's just way too big for PAX. He's way too big for Anime Boston. He's way too big for any fucking convention ever. But you know what? My resolve has been strengthened. I have more reasons to go to conventions now. That's my lesson. Do not go to a convention just for that one person. Because if they stop going, if something happens to them or they just stop going or whatever, you won't really have a reason to go unless you have to find other reasons to go to conventions. You have to go for that person and then find a reason to stay. Be aware of where your items are at all times at a convention. I don't care if it's like a little fucking Togepi pin from Pokemon or something, or, you know, 3DS case, or, you know, fucking giant sword you bought from the dealer's room. Be aware of your items, okay? That is the most important thing. Okay, maybe it's not the most important thing about con life I've learned from going to conventions, but it certainly is important this year. 2 things that happened. In the same trip, no less. Okay, first thing that happened. I have a cosplay bag that I use for, like, you know, I keep all my cosplay stuff, and I keep, like, my Daft Punk helmet, my Michael Jackson gear, my Michael Jackson Thriller and Beat It outfits, my K-Dash outfit, my Scream outfit. I usually keep it in this bag, and it's not here with me right now, but I keep it in all my cosplay stuff in that bag. Now, I was on the train going back home from this convention, and I forgot my cosplay bag. Now, keep in mind though, it had been half an hour since when I realized it actually was missing. Half an hour had passed by when I realized it was gone. So I was freaking the fuck out. I was not happy. I was like, no! I grabbed my bags and ran to the train area as fast as I fucking could. Because I did not want to lose any of my cosplay stuff at all. I did not want to lose it. I get there to the train. I show one of the guys working there, cleaning, I guess, my ticket. And he's like, oh, okay, the train's still here. Thankfully, the train was still there. The train that I left my bag on was still there. So I ran into there, left my bags outside, ran into the train. Was looking for it, could not find it, and I was still freaking out. That is not something you should lose. That is definitely not something. Cosplay stuff is not something you should lose. Maybe if it's like a sword or something, but not your actual cosplay. No, you don't want to lose that shit. You do not want to lose that. That is not good. So I go into the very back of the train, and I see 2 guys sitting back there, and they look like employees or workers, you know, just doing a check on the train, like a clearing of the train and stuff, see if there's anybody sleeping in there and stuff. And I walk over to them, hoping they had the bag. And I see it! I see the green duffel bag between them. And I'm like, oh hey, that's my bag, thank you for finding it. And they're like, oh okay, here you go, Mr. Jackson. So apparently they checked the bag out, but at least they didn't take anything. I checked it, nothing was taken, thankfully. But still, that was quite a scare. Like, no, I do not want to lose anything, especially on my cosplay stuff. That's the one thing you really don't want to lose at all. No, you don't want to lose that. You do not want to lose that at all. Second story, taking place about a few hours later, like a mere 6 hours later, same trip, was a transfer, going to my destination. I was supposed to be picked up at my destination, but instead, I fell asleep. I overslept because, you know, I looked at my alarm I was supposed to get off at that exact time, but I said, yeah, I'll sleep another 5 minutes. When I woke up, it was like 20 minutes later, about half an hour later. The bus was still going. I was wondering where I was supposed to go. I checked the website. I checked my email to see where the next destination was, and it said New York. That's hours and hours and hours away from my actual destination. So I was freaking the fuck out even more because I was supposed to get off at my destination, and then my mom and cousin were supposed to pick me up, but I ended up missing that. Now I have to wait for hours and hours to hit camera dead. So I was like, no, I have to get up at New York now. But I missed a part of the story actually. I have like a little DS case, this little like pouch thing I keep all my DS games in, all my 3DS games in, you know, just because it's easy to carry them in instead of just putting it in my pocket and having to get all dusty and crap from the lens from the pocket and stuff. But I keep them in there, but I was taking up too much space in my pocket, so to fit all the case in my pocket, so I put it like, you know, like in a plane, how like the seat in front of you, how the back of it has like a little pouch thing where you can like pull it back and you see like magazines. I kept my pouch in there, as well as my phone and my 3DS so I could charge them without keeping them in my pocket, because that would be kind of weird. It was too much clutter. But yeah, to make a long story short, well, it's not even that long really, but I ended up getting off at Boston, which is only like 20 minutes away, thankfully. 20 minutes from my actual, well, not 20, it was like 40 minutes from my actual destination, so it wasn't that far. It was better than New York. And I was freaking out, and I just got off. I didn't even know, I don't think I actually knew it was Boston. I think I just got off because it was somewhere to get off on. I don't even remember right now. I don't know. But anyway, I got off, but of course, I had forgotten something. My 3DS DS game pouch thing. I forgot that. I had everything else. I had my DS, my phone, my chargers, all my bags, my cosplay bag. I didn't forget that again. But I forgot my DS pouch. Now, if I remember correctly, I had at least 8 or 9 or 10 games or something. Only game that I didn't lose was Resident Evil Revelations, which is because it was in my 3DS at the time. I lost a bunch of other games. I lost Dead or Alive Dimensions. I had like over 100 hours in that game. Easily over 100 hours in that game. Spent a long time playing that game. I lost Resident Evil Mercenaries. I wasn't really playing it that much at the time, but still, I had a lot of hours in that game. Street Fighter 4. This game, over 300 hours in that game. Over 300 hours since like 2008. Yeah, since 2008, I've been playing that game, and this year, lost it. Something fried barbecue. Something fried barbecue. It's like Little Red Riding Hood's fried barbecue. I think that's a rare game. I don't even think you can find it anymore. I don't know. I lost so many games though. So many games. It was not awesome. Like, it was on a train. By the time I realized I forgot them. The train was already moving, and I had a bunch of bags on me, and I couldn't just leave them there. So I just said, fuck, lost all those games. I've gone over it since then though. I mean, I have a bunch of other games. I have Project X Zone. I have Super Mario 3D Land. I have a bunch of digital download games, like, you know, classic NES, Super Nintendo games and stuff. So it's all good. It's not like it's the end of the world because I lost all those 3DS games. But still, be aware of your items. Be aware of where they are at all times. Just be aware. Know where they are, and you won't lose them. Or else you really hate going to conventions if you are the kind of person who frequently loses their items whenever you go to one. That was the first time, thankfully. Hopefully it'll be the last time. Conventions. A great place to meet new friends. But on the same token, it's also a great place to lose friends as well. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been to a convention, you know, meet some new people, have a great old time, and then the very next convention, you see the same people, they don't even know you. They don't even fucking know you. That happens so many times. For whatever reason. But there are times though when you just meet people and you just have a falling out. For whatever reason. I don't know why. Could be anything. Could be like, you know, they saw your profile, or they saw you or something, or some bullshit or something, or they saw one of your videos and you said something that they got offended by and they just don't want to talk to you anymore. Some craziness like that. Well, anyway, such a thing happened this year earlier. earlier when I went to a convention with a group of people. Now, they were already kind of getting on my nerves, you know. They're the kind of people who, like, you know, they're kind of like fame whores. They just kind of, like, you know, want to get famous on YouTube, and they don't really care about, you know, what people say in our videos, like comments or anything. They don't reply back. You know, it's kind of people who just, like, you know, you want to just become famous just because there's other famous people on YouTube, so therefore they think they should be famous as well because they deserve it for whatever reason, whatever thought process goes through their mind. I don't know. I don't really like to associate with people like that. But, you know, we met a group of people. You know, I roomed one of them at a convention years ago, and then I met one of them at a different con like last year. And, you know, we got to talking and stuff, and, you know, they kind of like, they're like, oh, hey, we're going to a convention this next year, 2013. You should go with us. I'm like, no, I can't. And they're like, pretty much like, yo, you have to go, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to meet famous people, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? It's going to be like 6 months before I can go to the next convention. I said, fine, I'll go. And we went, and they pretty much showed their true side. They showed their true colors right before my eyes. Like, they fame hoard in ways that would make Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian bow down to them. Naked. It was just a travesty, like, wow. Basically, the whole entire point for them going was just so that they could make their stupid movie about them being famous YouTubers, I should say. Even though they only had, like, I don't know how many subscribers they had. I don't care, but they were definitely not famous. The whole entire point was just to, like, get as many famous people on film as they possibly could, just so they could, you know, say they're famous and stuff, and then basically just hoard themselves out the whole entire time, just be complete assholes and whatnot. They weren't even there. They were not there to have fun at all. You know, I go to conventions to have fun. I go there to meet people, have fun, do random shit. See amazing cosplayers, see hot cosplayers. You're not gonna. They weren't even there for that. They weren't even there. You know, at least be there to, like, with the hot cosplayers, or, you know, just play video games. They weren't even there for that. They were there just, like, you know, get famous, do all this other bullshit, hoard themselves out for whatever reason. You know, it's just like, I didn't want to be a part of it. And they pretty much forced me to be a part of it anyway. They pretty much had me hostage. Let's just go with that. They had me hostage. They treated me like that was their hostage and stuff, and I had to, like, you know, act like I was. They even tried to say that I was their biggest fan. I ain't your biggest fan. Guys are pieces of shit. But yeah, definitely after that convention, I stopped associating with those people. Do not talk to them anymore. Do not want to have anything to do with them. Complete assholes like that. I just do not. No, I do not like those kind of people. I don't like people who hoard themselves out, or like fame whores, trying to just, you know, they don't make videos, they make videos just to get famous because they think they deserve it, or they think they're entitled to, like, you know, be famous YouTubers for whatever stupid bullshit reason. Like, no, I don't play that game. But yeah, conventions, great place to meet new friends, also a great place to lose them as well. Due to the way the mass media works nowadays, people seem to have this assumption about conventions, about anime, video games, sci-fi, comic book conventions in general. That, you know, it's just a place full of a bunch of overly fat or overly skinny people sitting in a corner, scared, and just sitting there like this, talking about Star Trek like this. No, that is not what conventions are about. You will find all sorts of people there. You will find many types of people, not just nerds, not just Star Trek nerds, or, you know, video game nerds or whatever. You will find a lot of people. You will find dancers, you will find singers, you will find wrestlers, you will find karate people, you will find karate participants, you will find accountants, you will find models. You'll probably find more beautiful women there than you see in a Victoria's Secret cover thing, whatever. That's the truth. That is the ultimate fucking truth. You'll find people who could probably kick your ass without even so much of a fight. Just because, you know, it's a nerd convention doesn't mean that, you know, you can just go in there, just pulverize everybody and stuff, and just be like, oh, I'm a football jock, I'm gonna go to this end of Boston, and I'm gonna go
and punch all the nerds in the face because I can't fight back because they're nerds. All I do is sit in the corner and talk about Star Trek like it's Star Trek. See Star Trek last week. I'm going to go and take the women because the women can't fight back because they're too weak because they're sitting there cosplaying. I can go and take them all on. I'll do it because I'm the cosplay convention jock.
Somebody tries doing something like that, they will be utterly destroyed. So don't try it. Don't think about trying something crazy like that. Do not whatsoever. You'll find all kinds of people there. All kinds of people at conventions. So, be warned. If you're one of those kind of people. Be fucking warned. This is quite possibly one of the most important lessons of convention life. Stop trying to get laid at conventions. I say this from the bottom of my heart. Just stop. Now, okay, this cute girl, she happens to have the same interests as you, Resident Evil. She happens to be cosplaying as Jill Valentine while you're cosplaying as Chris Redfield. Perfect match, right? She happens to like the same music. She happens to live in the same state as you. Goes to the same school. Has the same job that you have but on different shifts. Does not mean that you're going to get lucky tonight. But people seem to think that, okay, all these factors factor in, and I'm just going to get lucky. Most of the girls that go to conventions, okay, let's be serious. Most of the girls that go to conventions, most of them either are lesbians, are completely uninterested, or already have boyfriends. So, just stop. That's all I can really say is just stop. Just stop. Now, most of the time the girl, like, she talks to you and stuff, right? She's talking to you about this stuff. Most of the time girls go to conventions, most people, everybody goes to conventions just to, like, share the same interests of other like-minded people. Girls are the exact same way. You just want to go there to share, their interests with other people, talk about the things that interest them. Like Star Trek or Pokemon or Attack on Titan or those other fandoms. Not just to get laid. Usually. I'll go with usually. But people seem to think that, okay, this girl, she's dressing up as this character from Queensblade who's wearing her next to nothing, and Queensblade is almost basically a hentai, so this must mean that she wants to get some action at this convention. No, it does not mean that at all. It means she wants to cosplay as this character because she really likes this character. I don't know any other way to tell you this, guys. Just because this girl is cosplaying as Cammy, she's wearing on the fucking green leotard, got the beret on, the blonde pigtails, and she's got the big booty thong hanging out and stuff, and her butt cheeks are all exposed for the world to see. Does not mean that she wants you to stick it in her. Okay? So just stop. Just stop. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to stop. No one's going to stop just because I tell them to, but I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm just going to tell you to cool it down a bit. Cool your jets down a bit. Cool down the horniness factor. And especially to the people who go around, doing all the crazy shit. They're really crazy shit. Like going up to random girls and going like, stop it. Stop it. You're ruining it for everybody else who actually plays by the rules. Just stop. Maybe if you just, walk up to the girl, ask her first if you could grab her boobs. That would probably be a little bit less insane. But just going up there, walking up to her randomly, just going, no, that is not okay. That is not okay at all. That is wrong. That is wrong, okay? Even I know that's wrong. I'm telling the people out there who's doing this, stop being perverts. There is something wrong with it. There is something seriously wrong, okay? So just stop doing that. I'm not going to tell you to stop trying to get laid at conventions. It's never going to happen. People are still going to try. People are going to be successful. But just stop doing that. Stop doing that crazy shit, because you already got this cosplay consent thing going on and shit. And now it's going to get to a point soon where if you talk to a cosplayer, if any cosplayer, they're going to fucking pepper spray you in the face for talking to them. That's how bad it's going to get. It will happen, so just cool it down on that stuff, okay? Cool it down on that at least. Stop doing the whole entire, going to a girl, grabbing her booty from behind, or trying to take underskirt shots, taking your camera, laying down on the ground and being like, just stop doing that. That's fucking, you're gonna get stepped on, someone's gonna step on your face, someone's gonna step on your camera's gonna be broken, your little fucking shitty ass iPhone camera's gonna get broken, so just stop doing it. Just stop doing it. And as for, you know, you're probably not gonna have a chance anyway. I mean, unless you look like this, there ain't no way in hell you're gonna be able to get with this. And there's certainly no fucking way in the Jesus man Christ hell you're gonna be able to get with anything if you look like this. So the lesson for this section is, I'm not telling you to stop trying to get lucky at conventions, but just you know, just know that it's probably not gonna happen. And if your whole entire purpose for going to this convention is just to get some, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna feel dejected. You're gonna feel miserable. You're gonna be depressed, and you're just gonna start going to conventions altogether. You're gonna be like, you know what? It's not worth it. Nothing's gonna happen at this convention. I'm just gonna stop going to conventions because nothing's ever gonna happen. I'm just gonna be miserable for the rest of my life. Go to conventions for other reasons. This goes back to the first part where I was talking about don't go to conventions for one person. It applies to this as well. Don't go to conventions just to get something, just to get something. Yeah, just to get something. Don't do that. It's not that it's wrong or anything. It's just that you will feel really, really depressed probably. Yeah. So don't do it. Don't do it. And stop grabbing random chicks' boobs without asking. Ask first. Ask first, and how you know, get the fuck out of there as soon as you can before she calls in fucking security. If she says yes, go right to town. Go right to town if she says yes. There's no yes, get the fuck out of there, motherfucker. Yes! Barely even moved that time. And like in the same exact position I was in the last clip. Awesome! Alright, so I lied a bit when I said the last lesson was the most important life lesson to know. That was a lie. I think this is the most important one to know. Cosplay always. What does that mean exactly? Just cosplay always. If you are a cosplayer, or if you want to get into cosplay, then just cosplay. My first convention was PAX East 2011. I had no clue that, you know, there are certain, well, not really rules and stuff, but there was like, you know, my cosplay was basically just wearing on a Thriller shirt, the one you saw in the very beginning of the video. Like a Thriller, it wasn't even a Thriller jacket, it was just a Thriller shirt, my King of Fighters Fatal Fury hat, sunglasses, and I think like a little, like a really small, crappy, glove, white glove. That was it. But I consider that cosplay. I mean, you don't have to be the most amazing cosplayer in the world to cosplay. People seem to have this assumption that, like, you have to be this thin, you have to be this muscular, you have to be this skin color, you have to be this gender, you have to be everything in order to cosplay. You have to be a fucking supermodel to cosplay now. No, you don't have to be. I mean, there's a lot of, like, supermodel cosplays out there, and they look amazing, but you don't have to be like that to cosplay. And people seem to think that they'll be made fun of. I've been cosplaying, you know, I've been cosplaying Michael Jackson since 2011. I've heard a lot of things, ranging from, you know, you are so amazing, I want to marry you, to like, you know, you are a fucking asshole, I hate you, your character is a pedophile, whatever, this, that, whatever bullshit you want to say. That's not going to stop me from cosplay. And most people who say that kind of shit anyway, they don't cosplay. They're not even in cosplay. They're just wearing on their normal day clothes, like they would normally. What does that tell you? That tells you their life is probably, I don't know, they probably got told that they couldn't cosplay either, and they listened to it, they believed it, and they said, you know what, I can't cosplay, so therefore I want to have other people be just like me, and not cosplay, just make fun of them as well, or make fun of their character, or do whatever else. And, you know, a lot of people who just sit there and just fucking ragging other people, you know, they probably have really hard lives, they probably work a 22-hour day job, and then they go home, and they get fucking butt raped by, you know, their fucking Big Bubba uncle or something, and then they wake up like an hour later to go back to work for 22 hours again. That's probably the kind of life they have, so that they have to make other people's lives miserable. Doesn't mean that they make your life miserable. Don't let that happen. People tell you to stop cosplaying, don't listen to them. Just continue doing it. I don't care how fat you are, I don't care how your skin color. I don't care what your gender is. If you're not the right gender, if you're trying to cosplay as a chick and your penis is too big and it's bulging right through the skirt and people can see, I don't care. Just do it anyway. Hide that first. You should probably hide that, but still gender bend cosplay anyway. I don't care. But yeah, generally just don't even just do it. I mean, I've seen people, Misa on wheels. Misa, she can't even walk. She cannot even walk, and yet she cosplays still. She still cosplays. If she can do it, you can fucking do it too. I don't want to hear your little fucking bullshitting about like, oh, I can't cosplay. My split ends will get. Put a fucking wig on. Put a fucking wig on and cosplay if you want to cosplay. I'm not telling you to cosplay. I'm just saying if you want to cosplay, but you're too scared to cosplay, stop fucking being scared and cosplay. But if I'm telling you to cosplay, you don't want to cosplay, then just continue not cosplaying it. Just no one's forcing you to cosplay. I'm just saying stop being afraid of cosplay. That's all I'm saying. Do not fucking misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not trying to tell people to cosplay because if they don't want to. I'm saying that, you know what, if you want to cosplay but you're too scared, then let the fear go away. Let the fear fade away. Stop being afraid and just do it. People will say shit. People will say horrible shit. And a lot of people, you will make a lot of people's day if you cosplay. I mean, I saw the most amazing thing at Rhode Island Comic Con like a month ago. Like, this guy with a TV for a head. He had like a TV about the length of my arm, probably longer than my arm, on his head, and it actually played video. Like, it actually showed video on a TV. And he had this like thing on his head. Do you think this guy made this costume because he listened to people telling him not to cosplay? No! He fucking ignored those people, listened to the people who praised him on his previous cosplays, and then made this amazing piece of fucking work. He was in a cosplay contest for Rhode Island Comic Con. I don't know if he won or not, but I think he did. I think he did actually. She deserved to win because that was amazing. Like, he had a fucking giant TV on his head, and it actually played. It actually showed video on a TV screen on his head, and it went out like this long. It was like this fucking long. Actually, I can just here. That's what he looked like. Hopefully I actually did take a good picture of him. I don't remember. I think I got some pictures of him, so hopefully a good picture came out when I just did that hand thing, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm making a video right now. I'm not looking at my computer. I can see it, but I'm not actually looking at the Rhode Island Comic Con pictures. But anyway, besides the point. So the very last lesson for convention life is to cosplay. Just, if you want to cosplay, then just do it. Do not listen to fucking people on the internet or whatever. Don't listen to people on fucking blog sites or Tumblr or Facebook or whatever and stuff. And just cosplay because you want to. Just cosplay because you want to. Cosplay is whatever you want to be. Don't worry what other people saying. People fucking posting pictures of people and saying, oh, this cosplayer is too fat to cosplay. It's too fat to cosplay as Yuna. Don't listen to that bullshit. Please, I implore you, do not listen to that bullshit. We need more interesting cosplays here. We need more amazing cosplayers, and the cosplay world can't have that if you're too scared to cosplay. So, I leave you with that. What you do with that info, that piece of advice, is up to you. And I will now leave. Bye.